The Biden administration is offering temporary protection for Ukrainian refugees in the U.S., letting them stay up to 18 months. The UN says more than 1 million refugees have fled Ukraine in just 1 week, and that number is growing fast. Chris Livesay is in Lviv in western Ukraine, which is the exit point for many of those refugees. Chris, good morning.
Good morning. The front line of the conflict is out east, while the front line in the refugee crisis is out west. With the president of Ukraine warning Vladimir Putin wants to lower a new iron curtain, one that would hit the ground right here.
With each passing day of war, more than 100,000 Ukrainian refugees are added to the tally, streaming into neighboring countries: Moldova, Romania, Slovakia, Hungary, Latvia, and most of all, Poland. Of the 1 million who have already fled, 500,000 of them are children, the UN says, and yet they are the lucky ones. Roughly 1 million more people remain internally displaced in a country gripped by war, such as these families at a shelter in the western city of Lviv. The question on everyone's mind is whether to stay in Ukraine or to go. This grandmother and mother wish they knew what was best for little Alvina, only 1 year old. We have democracy, says Svetlana. This is our country, not Russia's. We don't tell Russia how to live. Why should they tell us?
What has this conflict done to her future?
If our country is destroyed, what can we do? I do not know, she says. Ukraine, deprived ever more of its youth and its innocence. That's 4-year-old Andrei, exhausted after 20 hours of sleepless escape. His father stayed behind in their besieged city of Kharkiv. Now it's just him, his big brother, and their mom. We heard explosions over our heads at the train station and all the way on the train, says Olga. You're aware you may never return home. Every day begins with a text to our relatives, says 16-year-old Dennis. We ask, are you alive? More than 2,000 civilians have been killed, Ukraine says, though the real cost of war is always more than its death toll. And bravery is to be found beyond the bullets and the front line.
And just bear in mind the sad scenes we're seeing here are even worse in besieged cities like Mariupol on the coast, where civilians are finding it harder and harder, if not impossible, to flee as Russian forces surround them. Gayle?
Still so hard to comprehend. Thank you very much, Chris Livesay in Lviv.